Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, February 17th. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And after all the indices gave up the gaps yesterday, they all hit all-time highs except the Russell. Little digestion going on here. Remember, we traded a good part of the day at the top of M's range from Friday. We were 12 wide, just below there. Right now, we're trading just below it. I would expect the odds are very, very good of getting that this morning before we get some direction which way we want to go. Let's start with the Russell. So, again, here's a bigger picture. It's a 6-day balance. Until you get acceptance below the 6-day balance. And what that means is not just trading below it, but say trading below it, filling the gap, and closing below it. Nothing's going to change in the bigger picture until you get that. So, right, markets don't go bull bear. So right now the monthly's bull, the weekly's bull, the daily is balanced. Do we come out of balance back to bull, or do we finally come out of balance bear on at least the daily? All remains to be seen. Right now, they were 9 wide yesterday. They're in balance for this morning. Triple Qs. Triple Qs are one-time framing up 3 days. So for anything that, if the sellers want to get things going, first things first, have to take out yesterday's low to stop the one-time framing up in the daily. Otherwise, all 3 time frames are still up. Now, they are trading towards the bottom end of their range, so that remains to be seen. As far as ES and SPY, we're one-time framing up now for 2 days out of an inside day. Monthly's up, weekly's up, daily's up. So until that changes, bulls are still in control. If we take out yesterday's low, at least the daily then would come into balance. And you'd be able to call it any kind of, depends on where you would go. If we didn't take out Friday's low, you could call it a 3-day balance. Again, that's all subjective. But right now, all the time frames are up. So destinations and a game plan for this morning. So for the upside, first destination right now is our overnight high of 392.74. Then the 12 wide of 392.85. Yesterday's all-time high of 394.17, which is also a poor high. And then 395.35, pre-market all-time high. So our overnight high is $1.18 higher than the regular trading hours high. Same in the ES. For the downside, first destination is yesterday's low of 391.53. Then we have, it was 391.25 was my pre-market low, but you could see those numbers just jump around as I'm speaking. Still is 391.25 as our overnight low right now. Then we have 390.51, the afternoon pullback low from the 12th. That's H's low. 389.77. And 388.79 afternoon pullback low from the 11th, and 388.10 daily low. So game plan for this morning. Right now we're in balance in value. If we stay in there prior to the opening, the odds of trading at that 12 wide are very good. We're not going to get much direction unless one side, or not unless, but until one side or the other wins that. If it's the buyers and they get acceptance above it and above the afternoon rally high, we should get the all-time high. If you don't get acceptance above this 12-wide POC and Friday's high and fail at the afternoon rally high, then the odds of taking out yesterday's low are good, come into balance, and we see how much we can take to the downside of the balance. That's the key. So what would I do this morning? Right in here, it's a very tough play. There's really no play for me. If we ought to rally up, we'll see what happens. Number one, at the 12 wide POC, it should be some sort of speed bump. I would look to take a put play at K's high. That's the afternoon rally high. Any acceptance above D's high and or yesterday's value high, I would be out of the put play. That's one early play I would take on the sell side. As far as a call play, can you take one against M's low? You can, but I would think if you get below M's low, you're going to go test yesterday's low. So it depends on the amount of heat you want to take. Let me just see real quickly. M's low yesterday, I didn't write it down for some reason, was 392.01. The daily low is 391.53. So that's 50 cents worth of heat. So that's something you'd have to decide. Plus, value would be overlapping to lower by that point. So I might wait for more market-generated information for a call play. Now, in the next hour or so, if we open above K's high, well, then you could definitely take a call play against that. And I'd be out if you come back in to K's range. Also, in the next hour or so, if we gap below yesterday's low, and it's a gap of less than $1, I would also look to take a put play against yesterday's low. And then on the chart, again, just going to show you the daily. Monthly and weekly are up. The daily, I'm calling it up, one time framing up for 2 days. We haven't gotten a lot of distance away from all this. So the bears do have an opportunity. If they're able to take out yesterday's low, you basically put the market into a 7-day balance if they're able to do that. If you don't take out yesterday's low and we get yesterday's high, well then the bull run continues. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.